Hello. So I want to talk about the Houdini. I want to talk about rigid body and collusion. So first of all, as you can see here, I have here a ball and I have a wall and I have a ground plane. For this, as we can see the wall, this wall we were able to change it into a rigid body. If you can see in here, I have my attribute triangular and I was able to group them. So for here, this is where the magic happens. The number of chunks here for this rigid body, it could be found right here. Right here, so I have about the total count of 450. If I play this, the total count of this chunk amounts to 450. That's the and the fog for this one is for us to be able to see the fog in. I just didn't highlighted it, and this is the box. We still have our box here. So to begin with, here we have the fracture, which we also connected. These are the pieces. That's how it's gonna break or something like that. That's the fracture. And down here we have the outputs right here, the dopey import, which we can also find at the top there. The dopey import is taking everything from the obj into the doping. That's the auto dop network. That's what it does usually. And so basically here is, so if I go back to my obj here, we can find out that here is where the magic all happens. This is the wall that we created. We transform it into rigid body and we make a ball, which is right here, the iron ball. This is the iron ball that we made it to collide with, which we create a collision, which is just basically a sphere. And here is where the magic opens. So basically what we are, this is the ground plane whereby it's resting. So basically we can say our wall is the input and autodop could be the process, and the output goes out here or to the ground plane or whatever it is. So basically we take information from this wall and we process everything in here. Whatever we're doing in the wall happens here, or any other part, it all happens here. If we can see, we still have our ground plane here. We merge them. We have our statistic solver. This statistic solver, what it do, it goes with a code. So it takes everything that is in it, that's included in it, and we have merge. So basically it takes in everything and it transports it into the output. So if I go back and then press play, we see we have this. So for further, I have few videos here that are able to gather just for educational purpose, and if I may go back and be able to see any of them, I should be able to give like a quick, as you can see right here, how it's moving. So this is all I have for the rigid body and particles. For the particle part, it should be somewhere around here. I did made a video of the particles. So as you can see, these are the particles. We can see the number of particles that we did, and this we can change it, we twisted it and all. So we basically covered a lot in this, and the one that I'm mostly interested in is the the rigid body and collision. So for this collision, for example, you just come into the rigid body here after selecting the wall like that. You clicked here on the rigid body and you transform into RBD objects. So from there you get this auto dub network instantly. Thank you all for now. This is all I got.